So, Lori, can I ask you, you are a little bit worried about institutionalization or some aspects of that. Can you tell us about it?
Yes. Well, earlier today we heard a talk here at this conference in Bled from Francesco Lurati, who was saying, what do we preserve about public relations practice and what do we change? And I think that's a critical question. What do we want to institutionalize and what are we going to need to adapt as the context for our practice changes? Now, we don't want hyper adaptation, I suppose. We don't want to change everything every time we operate, every time we get a new annual budget. But publics are not static. Our stakeholders are changing, and I believe we must be responsive to those changes in context. So many times as I've interviewed public relations people, asking them why they do what they do, they say, in essence, we do that because we've always done it that way. And to me, that's not a valid answer. That's not a helpful answer. So historical reasons for doing what we do in public relations don't help the field progress. And I would like to see public relations continue to grow and to develop. If institutionalization allows for that, fine. But if instead institutionalization leaves us where we are at any point, we're going to die.
So you are afraid that institutionalization brings ossification or something like that?
I'm afraid we could become complacent, yes. And so I look at a couple of cliches in English language like, if it ain't broken, break it. Or nothing fails like success. We cannot afford to continue doing what we do now, even if what we do now is very effective at this moment.
Yeah, but do you think that institutionalization, in a way, brings also changes because they become public relations become more and more important, and this way we can always change the way to do it, and their importance also increase their importance. Don't you think so?
Well, I would like to think so. But I look at professional associations, societies, institutes, if you will, and they generally come up with some kind of accreditation procedure that requires people to demonstrate mastery of a given body of knowledge. Many practitioners seem to stop at that point. They don't get better and better. They believe they've met the criteria for professional practice in their field, and they don't grow from that point.
Okay, I think in the Milano Congress we'll discuss very deeply these concerns that are very important indeed.
Well, thank you for being willing to take this perspective into account.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.